Music is such an important component when it comes to video games, because I feel like that's what creates the nostalgia towards a game. When you go on YouTube and search up practically any Nintendo song, and you scroll down to the comments, you always find the same comments about people talking about how this song is so nostalgic to them because it reminds them of the good old days, back when things were simpler and back when they didn't have any problems to worry about. You can really see just how much of an impact the music can have towards a game. When I was doing my playthrough of Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, I made a bit of a joke about how this is the type of game to have YouTube music, and I described this to be music you always hear in the background of a YouTube video. It doesn't matter what type of video you watch, you're bound to come across a video playing these types of songs in the back. It's primarily Nintendo songs due to the nostalgia factor, but the bottom line is, these songs have become so recognizable, sometimes in more ways than one. Have you ever heard a cartoon, anime, or even a video game character speak, and you can instantly recognize who that voice actor is?
What makes you think you can kill Superman when you can't even handle a mere mortal in a Halloween costume? What? You think I'm a robot?
I feel like that same feeling can be felt with video game music. Sometimes you'll hear a song, and you can instantly identify who composed it. This song sounds like it fits right in with Mario Tennis, but it's actually from Tales of Berseria. This is because the composer who worked on Mario Golf and Tennis music also composed a lot of RPG songs. I mean, it can't just be me. Don't these two songs sound extremely similar to one another? The music can really elevate the experience of a game. Sometimes it's even the best part of the game. Sonic the Hedgehog is a very strong example of this. Even though Sonic has had a pretty rough transition to 3D, and even though Sonic was never really that good to begin with, and even though Sonic may have a pretty rough reputation nowadays, but I don't think anyone will disagree that Sonic's soundtrack is some of the best out there. When you boot up Sonic 3 and Knuckles and enter any zone, you can literally hear the soul just jam-packed into every single song. It's phenomenal. And that's just how important music can be in a game. Most good games tend to have a solid soundtrack to listen to. This is why when you encounter bad video game music, it sounds like the worst thing ever made. It always sucks when you try out a new game and not only does the gameplay disappoint you, but now the music sucks too. That just feels like a nail in the coffin. For me, that was Mario Strikers Battle League. Not only are there a multitude of reasons why this game is just a steaming pile of liquid horse shit, but the music? Awful. Especially considering that the previous game in the series, Strikers Charge on the Wii, clearly established the kind of music we should have been expecting. In Strikers Charged, every character theme perfectly suited each character. Perfectly. In Battle League, however, every character theme is just rocking out on electric guitars. It all sounds the same. They all sound so similar that I actually had the wrong characters shown for each theme. But if I didn't point this out, you probably wouldn't have known. This was Luigi's theme, this was Rosalina's theme, and this was Peach's theme. When I pulled this stunt earlier with Daisy, even if you've never heard of this soundtrack before, you knew something was not right here. But as soon as I say that this actually was Wario's theme, now it makes sense, doesn't it? But for Battle League, when I say this right here is Mario's theme playing, it turns out I'm still lying because it's actually Bowser Jr.'s theme, but you still don't know if I'm telling the truth because I don't even know if I'm telling the truth because I probably named these files incorrectly. I'm lost! It's just disappointing that Strikers Charged gave us character themes that were unique and full of soul and passion. But for Battle League, they just went, you know, what if every theme song sounds like the Legion's Chase theme from Dead by Daylight? The music can really salvage an otherwise mediocre game, but when even the music is subpar, that can really feel like a letdown. I'm sure you guys watching have experienced your own versions of Battle League, a game you were really excited to play, and not only was it disappointing, the music being just as disappointing feels like a kick in the balls. Video game music is awesome, and I feel like it doesn't get appreciated enough, especially considering this is what people always fondly remember when looking back on their favorite games. Even though a lot of my personal favorite games is due to the gameplay itself, the soundtrack is what can turn a 10 out of 10 experience into an 11 out of 10 masterpiece. I don't believe that every game back in the day is just objectively better than everything that gets released nowadays, but I do think we were really lucky being able to play these types of games growing up, because these were something really special, and the music was a big reason why. This game.